What is up, F and True followers and the members of the YWC? JC Styles here with the F and True Wrestling here on YouTube.com. This is the WWE Monday Night Raw review for 10/24/2011. Now, I would just like to take a quick couple of seconds to wish my brother a happy birthday. He will be checking this video out for the very first time. He will be watching F and True Wrestling for the very first time. So I want to say happy birthday, brother. You've been a fantastic brother. Please check out the rest of our videos and show your support. And your F and True Wrestling t-shirt will be on the way as soon as we get them, brother. Alright. We come out, we see Triple H walk to the ring. You know, he talks about what happened last night between Kevin Nash and himself. Kevin Nash giving him the power bomb, almost breaking his neck. Then we see Triple H talk about his friends and family, his friends in the business in the last couple of years. How Killer Kowalski says you can either make friends or make money, you know, and there was guidelines that he actually followed over the years. Then he goes to call out Kevin Nash. I'm sorry, and you know he says, "Come on, I know you're in the building. Don't wait to cheap shot me. I know you're here. Come out here so I can kick your ass." And then Then we see Johnny Laurinaitis come out, and right before Johnny's able to get into the ring, we see Triple H like, "Just shut up, don't say anything. If you step through these ropes, it will end badly for you." Basically demands that Johnny Laurinaitis offers Kevin Nash a very big contract, one that was big enough that he could not refuse, just to get him in the ring to wrestle Triple H, because Triple H wants Kevin Nash's head. Pretty much plain and simple. Then we see Johnny Laurinaitis says, "Hey, look, don't embarrass the company. Don't do anything foolish." And he says, and then he says, if you don't get Kevin Nash in the ring with me, I will go to his house and I will beat him and I will embarrass this company, and the things I want to do to this man, I will be locked up for. And then we see Triple H walk up to the ring, up the stage, and just as Johnny Laurinaitis turns around and says, "Triple H, hold on," we see Kevin Nash attack Triple H with a sledgehammer. We go to commercial break, seeing Triple H being aided by paramedics. And then we come back from a commercial, we see him being loaded into the ambulance, and then we see Kevin Nash there. Kevin Nash takes Triple H, stacks him up, who's tied down on the stretcher, puts him against the wall, and hits him in the side of the head with the sledgehammer. And then we go to a commercial break, and we go to the very first match of the night, which was a very good tag team match. We saw Randy Orton teaming with Sheamus to take on the team of Rhodes and Christian. Now, this was a very fantastic match. It was actually a pretty good match, I should say. It wasn't fantastic, but it was pretty good. I mean, I can't take anything away from these guys after the battles that they had last night with one another. We see Orton hit the RKO on Christian. Then we see Rhodes kind of throw Orton out of the ring. We see Rhodes go for the disaster kick and is met by a bro kick, which was not connected 100%. Actually hit him in the leg, Cody in the leg. We see Sheamus hit the high Celtic cross, as he calls it, and picks up the win for him and Randy Orton. Then we come back and to a backstage segment. We see Johnny Laurinaitis backstage on the cell phone, and he's talking to Stephanie. Stephanie's blaming him, you know, for what happened, and you know, just letting him have it, as I'm sure she's a McMahon. That's what they do. They let people have it. Then we see John Cena come walking in and says, you know, he says, "Hey," he goes, "Hey, Otunga, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is looking for you. Get going." And then we see John Cena demand a match with Miz and R-Truth, and Johnny Laurinaitis picks John Cena's tag partner, Zack Ryder. Now we see, you know, we just see the fire in Cena's eyes tonight. He just wanted a fight, and that's what he was going to get later on in the night. We see Dolph Ziggler pick up the win via outside interference by Jack Swagger over Santino Marella. Now, Ziggler's United States champion. He has the in-ring skill. I know he's playing the role of a heel right now, but I mean, the guy has so much talent. Why are they WWE booking him in these matches where he's getting outside help? I know that's all part of the, you know, kayfabe. It's all part of the storylines, you know, because if you can't stand the guy as a heel, then they're doing their job. But if you have so much in-ring talent like Ziggler does, he should not need outside help, especially over Santino. But, you know, don't take anything away from Santino. Me and Brian went to a house show earlier in the year, and we seen Santino, Kozlov, and Evan Bourne take it to Zack Ryder and Primo and some others, and it was a very fantastic match. But then we see Del Rio come out and gives a speech how nobody can beat him, how he's done everything. Then we see CM Punk come out, basically runs down Del Rio, says, I want my match. I beat you 4 weeks ago. I never got my one-on-one match when you beat me after you cashed in your Money in the Bank briefcase. Then we see Laurinaitis come out, and he turns around and says, you want a title shot, you only got to do one thing. And he goes, what's that? And he goes, you have your match. But he goes, wait, what's the catch? Are you going to be ring announcer? Are you going to be guest timekeeper? Are you going to put Ricardo as a special guest referee? He goes, no, all you got to do is admit to me in front of everyone that you respect me. Basically, CM Punk does not abide by this. He basically runs down Laurinaitis. Laurinaitis says, with that being said, I am going to wait another week to determine whether or not I think you are qualified for a championship match. Then we see, he says, well, while you're taking a week, I'm going to do this. And he attacks Alberto, puts him in the go-to-sleep position. Does not happen. We see Ricardo wind up getting hit with the GTS. Then we come back and we see Alicia Fox defeat Natalya post-match. We see Natalya and Beth Phoenix try to get the upper hand attacking Alicia Fox, but she's able to get away without being hurt. Then we see a fantastic match, John Morrison versus Wade Barrett, where we see Wade Barrett pick up the win with the Wasteland. Now, this was a very fantastic match. I mean, John Morrison, with all his parkour training, and you have Wade Barrett, a former bare knuckle champion. I mean, this guy, was doing big things late last year with the whole Nexus angle, the feud with Randy Orton. It was just really good stuff, and I like that WWE starting to push him more. I mean, I could see big things with Wade Barrett. I think 2012 will be the year of Barrett. I think the winds will be changing again in the WWE in 2012 in Barrett's direction. Then we see Michael Cole showing embarrassing pictures of JR that he supposedly tweeted on his Twitter account of him exercising, trying to get a rack of baby back ribs. Then we see him in a JR with Photoshop pictures of him in an Oklahoma Sooners cheerleading outfit. Then he turns around, he goes, I'm so sick of JR. JR, next week I'm challenging you to come to the arena, and if you can beat me in a Michael Cole Open Challenge, I will quit as WWE commentator, and you can have your seat back next to Jerry the King Lawler. Then we see The Miz and R-Truth attack Zack Ryder pre-match. Then we see The Miz and R-Truth come out, and they talk about the conspiracy, about what happened with Triple H, how he deserved everything that happened to him last night and tonight. Then we see R-Truth get on the mic, and he says, John Cena thought that Zack Ryder was going to help him with the conspiracy, but ain't nothing going to help him with the conspiracy until he gets got. Then we see the tag team match we see a handicap match take place between John Cena and Miz and R-Truth. Now we see Miz and R-Truth get themselves disqualified, just as they were getting ready to take it to John Cena with some pair of steel chairs. John Laurinaitis comes out and tells them to get out of the ring, and the refs were to escort them out of the building. Now, just as they got to the top of the ramp, Laurinaitis calls for the Miz and R-Truth's attention. He goes, you know what, I'm going to put you guys in a very fair tag team match at Survivor Series and against John Cena and a partner of his choosing. Cena gets on the mic and he basically talks about how he can't trust anybody, because everything that's been going on in the WWE. Then he says, wait, I get to pick my partner. And we see John Cena says, well, if I'm going to pick my partner, he's got to be somebody that's going to bring it. He chooses The Rock as his tag team partner at Survivor Series, people. I mean, this is going to be an electrifying Survivor Series. It's a return to Madison Square Garden for the Survivor Series. You're going to have The Rock and John Cena teaming up against Miz and R-Truth. It's going to be a phenomenal night. I can't wait to see what the rest of the cards are going to look like. Guys, thanks for tuning into this Monday Night Raw review. Please check out Effin' True Entertainment, where me and Brian and our buddies over at Most Extreme Wrestling, Crystal and Chronics, will bring you news, media, whether it's music, game reviews, DVD unboxings, anything entertainment-wise we bring to you. Also for the Effin' True Click, where we will do roundtable discussions with the member of the clique. With members of the clique, please check out the other members of the clique: Most Extreme Wrestling, We Are Pro Wrestling, WCW I Rock and You Know It 91, and many others. Guys, Brian will have his review up early in the morning like he always does for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week, and we'll see you back with SmackDown for later in the week.